Hello, it's Marcia with Then and There. I'm back. Today I'm going to do something a little different. It's different as far as videos that I make. It's not different for YouTube or anything. But I'm going to do a journal with me. This is the first time I'm doing a journal with me on camera, so I don't really know how this is going to go. I have an idea. I have a topic I want to journal about, and I have an idea of how I want to set it up, but I'm not real sure. I need to adjust the camera just a little bit. Hold on. Sorry about that. Don't want to shake you too much. Okay, that way I have more room. Okay, so earlier this year in October, I'm going to backtrack a bit because it's an event that I want to journal, and I want to journal it in my autumn-winter book. About monarch migration. I can't talk. So, I have some pictures here that I'm going to use. I'm not using those today. Of the monarch migration that I got to capture a small part of in our backyard. We have some juniper trees that the monarchs like to land on. They rest on, I guess, and I was able to snap a few pictures. They're not great pictures. I just used my phone. It's not anything fancy. These are printed out on they're printed out on a Polaroid zip, but the paper is the earlier model Polaroid printer paper. I think it was called like a Pogo or something. And I was able to get these real cheap on eBay, and I thought I would try them out. And, I mean, I can tell that they're older papers that have been sitting in packages for a few years because they got some discoloration. But that's okay. I'm more about journaling the memory and the event more than, you know, perfect pictures or anything like that. So, I have just printed these out, and I have gathered a few things that I know I want to use. The first thing I'm going to do, I guess, is I got this stamp. I picked it up at, I believe, Tuesday morning. And I'm going to stamp it onto some watercolor paper. I'll set this aside for a bit. And then I'm going to watercolor it. We'll see how that goes. I don't see how I can screw this up too terribly bad. Since it's a wooden stamp, I want to use my little mouse pad just so it gets a better print. My ink pad is, I think, about to dry out. We'll see how it goes. It's all experimental. This whole thing is experimental, so I'm not gonna hold my breath. And I'm using archival waterproof ink so that I can watercolor over it without there being an issue. I was looking for something. I don't even know what it was. I got a tiny little travel set of watercolors here. These are, they're not expensive watercolors. They are, I want to say Grumbacher, but I'm not 100% sure. I have Grumbacher, and I also have some Winsor Newton. I'm just going to grab some scrap paper here. Oh, I know what I was going to look at. I was going to look at the picture just to see kind of what color I want them to be. Kind of a orangish, reddish, yellowish. I don't know. And this is a water brush. It's well used and loved. It has, yeah, has water in it. I'm just going to use this. This is a laminated color swatch. to set that aside to dry while I work on some more of my page. And then I'll cut that out. So, like I said, I'm not worried about it being perfect. Okay. Like I said, I have an idea. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I have this old calendar page. This was from, I believe, last year. So the month itself isn't relevant, but I want to use this image and the month because October is when I took the picture. I hope that's when I took the... Everything's just a big blur, so I think October is when I took the picture. Okay, so where's the rest of my pictures? What did I do with my stuff? I need help, people. Okay, I have these pictures, and I think what I want to do is create a tag to go in. I have this envelope, or yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to cut this flap off because it has Hallmark on it and I don't really want to use that. So now it's a matter of figuring out what I want my page to look like, which I have no idea. And in case you haven't seen any of my previous videos where I use this, this is just an old piece of foam from a package that I used to apply my ink. Nothing special. It's just a piece of foam. Okay, I think I want to do that like that. And I want the tag with the pictures. But then I also want some you know what, I'm going to journal over here about this. This little rabbit is cute right there. He can stay. So I'm just going to glue this on, I think. Yeah? Am I? I don't know. Maybe I'll wait and see. I need to ink this. I'm just inking the whole thing so that it doesn't, so it's not bright white, so it blends in better. And I'm wrinkling it, not intentionally, but that's just what happens. Okay. I might layer some of this back here just because it kind of reminds me of butterflies, their flight pattern. It's very random. I don't know. I just kind of like that back there, just something for some added interest. And then there's some lace, which actually I'm going to put the lace on the tag. Okay, so I'm going to make the tag now, I think. I am. I have a few things here that I think I want to use. Sorry, I'm stretching across to this. I'll move it over here. To this box of stuff that I think I want to use. Some of this is just offcuts. Some of it is, I might use some of that. Like papers and pictures that I know I want to use in this journal. So I need, what I need, I'm not finding. I need a base for a tag for work. Some cardstock. Oh, wait. I might need should have brought my paper cutter out here, but I didn't. I want to not use that. I'll use this. And I guess I'll just be eyeballing everything because, whoops, get this out of the way again. And look on the tag. It's got to fit in this envelope. So I'm just gonna kind of I'm just gonna kind of, attempt to cut this straight across. I'm not making any promises. Looks pretty good, I'd say. I did that the wrong way because I'm right-handed. In my trash pile. And it was inked up for another project, but I'm not using it for that. So, okay, now I want to create a sort of a flip up type thing for my pictures, which are right in front of me and I can't find them. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I think I'll start with this one because this shows a bunch of them. I don't know if you can see that. I think I posted these on my Instagram too, some of them. And it was just really neat to get to experience that. It was just, I don't know, it's like, I've seen them a few years ago migrate, or seen them land in those trees before, but not the amount that we have right now, that we had at that time. I'm going to, what am I going to do? Someone tell me, quick, hurry. What is this? Yeah. And in my journals, I do not, I don't go for perfection by any means. So a lot of times if I stamp an image for, say, a book I'm making for my shop and it doesn't stamp right or it's crooked or whatever, oftentimes I use those images for my own journaling. My own journals, because it's not as much about the imaging to me as it is the event, like I said before. Okay, I'm gonna kind of, how do I want to do this? Do I want to kind of stagger them like that? I think I do. Okay, so I glued those just with the glue stick temporarily and then stitched each one on. And I added a little bit of fabric up here for added interest. and it wraps around to the back. And I could also do some journaling on the back if I chose to, but I don't know if I choose to. I should have done this before I did everything, but it fits just fine. It's all good. It's simple. I did say I was going to do this, didn't I? Do I want to? No, not anymore. Changed my mind. I changed my mind. Because I can do that if I want to. Let's see. Got all this. I don't know what I need. Let's see. I'll do that. I like October. I kind of wish that gap wasn't there. Maybe I'll. You know what? Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it two different elements. Something like that. Whoa, that was dark. It's the wrong side. That's okay. I'll hope it's stand out a little more, maybe. Alright. Alright, so I'm just going to grunge this up a little bit. Okay, maybe I'll do that there. Put that up there. I'm going to have this butterfly somewhere on here after I cut it out, which could probably cut it out, but I'm not ready for that yet. I want that there. I do want this lace. Do I want to just maybe put it there? How hard? It might be easier to do it this way. Once the book starts getting full, I think it'll be easier. I don't know. Let's see. I kind of want to just cover up the stitching, which means I need a bit more. Kind of like this is the house, the backyard. So something about a skunk. I'm not concerned with that. I'm just going to kind of collage that right there. It's sort of I don't know how to explain it. Kind of a not really about what's going on, but at the same time it kind of is relevant. I think there's a name for that. Don't ask me what it is. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm not using the Scotch, what was it called? Scotch Craft. Yeah, because I can't get it in my area anymore. And I looked online and I don't see the same thing. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Scotch just up and quit making the glue that I like. Which doesn't really surprise me because that happens a lot to me. Products, not craft products, but just all products. If I find something I like, if it's shampoo, conditioner, a certain brand of, I don't know, pasta sauce, they'll stop making it. I think just because I like it. They're out to get me. They don't like me. I'm not a preferred consumer, apparently. Anyway, so yeah, I'm back to using the Elmer's, which is okay. It's just, I don't know. There was something about the Scotch brand that I really liked. This glue stick works really well for most things other than magazine images. Glossy paper, it does not work for that. So, but it works quite well for most everything else. I'm just going to add a bit of glue here. It's a bit loose, just from the coffee dyeing process. Okay. Now I went over it. I feel like, you know what? No, I don't. I feel like it's fine. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's fine. Okay. I'm just going to put that right there. Yeah, sure. Why not? October. There are a couple other events in October, so that's good. I'm starting in October. And then I have more of these calendar pages. I have November. I don't know what all months I have. Oh, and December, so that's good. And I got these online a couple years ago, so I can't even tell you like where I got them. They were a download from, they were a free download from somewhere. I want to add this. Maybe I might just put it up there, kind of like that. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. While I think about that, I'll cut this out. Okay, it's not perfect. It's watercolor paper, so it's kind of thick, so it's a little bit tricky, but I like it, and it just is kind of that that pop of color that I want, and what was I gonna say? That just that quick, I can glance at that and know, oh, that was the monarch migration that I wanted to document. So put some glue. And it doesn't need to be like, I want it to be a little bit dimensional. Hopefully these little things down here don't get messed up. And that's going to go there, right, like so. And I'll probably just journal on the back of that. And then I'm gonna that there, just because I want to. I'm even gonna run it through my sewing machine. Maybe. Yep. Yeah. There it is. There is my first journal with me. I do have some others planned, so look forward to those. Let me know if you think that this was worth recording, and well, if not, just be nice about it. So, yeah. Oh, okay, I'm good. Okay, I'm coming back, and I might put this in the right place where it was supposed to be, or I might just attach it to the end. I forgot to mention, I got this set of stamps at an antique shop not too long ago, and I think they are pretty cool, so I'm going to use them. They have these two stamp things with the grooves in them, and several of each letter, so I can create words. So I have created Monarch Migration, and I'm going to stamp those somewhere on here. they don't make like a nice, clean, crisp stamp, and I'm okay with that because they're antique and grungy. Messy and grungy is kind of my thing. Actually, wait, where do I want to put it though? Oh, I'm going to journal on that. So I'm not going to put it there. Okay, I got to rethink all this. I'm going to stamp it on to, if I can find something, just a scrap of paper, I think. Maybe I'll just use these. That'll work. Where did I put my thing? That one thing. Here we go. And then I will just attach them probably near the top. Hopefully I spelt everything right. I'm not gonna guarantee that. I was gonna look it up. But then I figured, you know what? I'm not worried about it. Yeah, it's nice and messy and everything, which is fine with me. Set that aside. This back in here. Oops. Let me just put that up there. Be really careful because I'm so close to my words. Yeah. Oh, this sounds really messy. Okay. Now I kind of wish I had put this October down here, but I forgot about my other stamps. Got ahead of myself a little bit, but that's okay. That can go like so. Okay, now it's done. There is the page for the monarch migration. Thank you for watching. I hope that, I think I already said this, I hope that you enjoyed it. Alright, bye guys.